All right, well, I want to make this review video on this particular unit. This is, well, first off, we're just a repair place. All we do is work on fence chargers all the time. We work on all brands and ages of electric fence boxes. We're not sponsored by anybody. We don't work for anybody. We're not tied to any brand. We just work on fence chargers. We're an independent shop. So, saying that, I wanted to do a review video coming from a repair guy's point of view and what I think about this particular brand overall and model and everything. I've got other videos out there about the 100-mile unit, but the 200 miles is just as bad of a unit as a 100-mile is. This is a ZAREBA 200-mile unit. There's some other brands that sell that's just like this but different sticker. There's Red Snapper, Blitzer, American Farm Work, which is a Tractor Supply deal. They're a 240 mile, but the same thing as this one. And probably a 5-shock. There might be a 5-shock version out there as well. All those models, the brands the same, just a different sticker on the front here. Well, anyways, they are not a very well-built units. There's reasons why people buy them. And it's because they're sold in a bunch of different stores. I mean, farm and fleet stores, chain store co-ops, some smaller feed and farm supply stores. Tractor Supply, of course, sells a version of this. So that's one reason why people buy them. Another reason why people buy them is you get a lot of power for the money. These things are 15 joule output, which is a lot of power. Good mid-size range of power, but it's cheap price. $400, $350 maybe if you're lucky, but about $389 to $400. Where a better brand will probably cost you, $700 or whatever. So people go that route of buying one of these because it saves them money, but then it costs them more in the long run because these things don't last. This particular unit's 4 years old, and the transformer went out. Transformers are probably the weakest point to this unit. They go bad all the time. Yeah, with being a 200-mile unit, has 2 transformers in it. Transformers sit in there basically like this. There's 2 transformers in it. There's a circuit board that run across here. On this particular unit, one transformer was good, one transformer was bad, and what went bad on it was a primary side, input side of one transformer, and when it burned open inside, the winding broke down. It just caused a chain reaction of problems. So this one part caused a bunch of problems to the rest of the unit. They're a really, really cheaply designed transformer. They don't hold up worth a darn. And the biggest reason why they go bad all the time is because people will buy an oversized charger because they want the power, basically, but they don't have nearly enough fence for the charger to put out all its power. So every brand's got that kind of issue. When you get to mid-size and larger Gallagher's, Gallagher branded charger, they have adaptive control, which means it adapts output to the fence load that it feels. And Speed Right and Cyclops, I think, do a variation of that too on their bigger ones. I think Power Wizard does a variation of that on their large one. But basically, these units try to put out all the power all the time. And when you don't have enough fence on there, those transformers get warm, and eventually something's got to give because it can't get rid of all its power. So all the excess power gets stuck inside the transformer, not really inside the case. I mean, a little bit, but the transformer just gets warm because it can't get rid of all its power. So what we do with these things, we don't even use their transformers. They make a Mickey Mouse transformer. This is a really crap design. I mean, like I said, all the other brands have that issue where too big of a unit, too small of a fence when you get to medium-sized units. But other brands don't have these transformer issues. Gallagher doesn't have the transformer issue like these ones do. Speed Right doesn't have that problem. Cyclops don't have that problem. Power Wizard, even Parmak doesn't have that problem. But these stupid things do. So I am not a fan of them. So if you look at these 2 bands I've got right here, they're just thick cable ties. And on the inside of this unit, we've retrofitted a one of our transformers that we have custom built here in the States, over in South Dakota. that we use in old Gallagher's units and old Speedrights and Stay Fix units and some other brands as well on other models on occasion. But we've been retrofitting these transformers into these units, and they're just a night and day difference in performance, and longevity is the biggest thing. I've never, ever seen one go bad on its own. I've had like 4 or 5 go bad in the last like 5 years on different units, and every one of them was because lightning came in on the fence side. It wasn't really a malfunction of the charger or the transformer or the rest of the electronics. It was lightning came in on the fence side, excuse me, and burned it out. So that wouldn't have mattered what brand was hooked up to it. So that's what we do to these things. We basically take their piece of crap transformers out, repair whatever else is wrong with it, and then retrofit and rewire one of our transformers in. So you lose your flashing light by putting one of our transformers in there when we do it, but you get a lot better unit, and you do still get the thumping, clicking sound like you did before. So I don't mind people that have bought them that want to send it in for repair, but if you're looking for a new one, save your $400 and buy something else. So as you can see, it still clicks, still thumps like it did before, but you don't get that little red light anymore because our transformers don't have a little circuit board built onto it, but it still throws a healthy spark. So it still works like a dream, like it's supposed to. Put our fence tester on there and we'll see what kind of voltage we get out of it. Getting over 10,000 volts out of the thing, which is higher voltage than what these things came from the factory. So we'll work on one for you. We'll upgrade them, make it work like it's supposed to work and last longer than what it ever supposed to last before. But you know, if you're going to buy a new one, just skip on this brand altogether. They're just a cheap little brand. That's why people buy them, because they want to save some money, but then it costs them more because they got to get it fixed every 2, 3, 4 years. Like, look at this one. It's about 4 years old, and the transformer, and it costs a whole bunch more than just a transformer to fix it, because it caused a whole bunch of problems over in the circuit boards over here. But I wouldn't buy one. I would really look at something else. I mean, yeah, you're going to spend more money on something else that's better built, but would you rather save money just to spend money on it later to get it fixed? Or would you rather put a little bit more money up front to buy a better built one where in 10 years or so it's still going to be running, excluding lightning, of course? So that's what I always say. You know, I just say go with the Gallagher, Cyclops, or Speedright, or Gallagher, Cyclops, or Power Wizard. Those would be the 3 brands I would look at. I wouldn't screw around with Speedright. They're overpriced. My book, Stay Fixed, they're overpriced. Parmak, they're cheap, but they're kind of wishy-washy on their quality. And Dare's another brand. Dare's a good brand. Dare and Power Wizard are one and the same brand and company, but they're okay. Cyclops is decent, but Gallagher, I think, is probably one of the best out there. You're going to pay more, but they're a lot better built. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on stuff. I mean, I just do not like these things. We get the 200 mile and the 100 mile ends every week. I mean, every week I get some of these in here, and I go through them all the time, and it's always the same 4 things that go bad, and it's usually one big thing that causes a bunch of other problems. So I don't mind working on it because we always make them better than what they were from the factory. But you know, they are what they are. I mean, you get what you pay for with certain things, and this is one of those things you save money, but then you ain't spending more money. But that's just coming from a repair guy standpoint. Like I said, I don't work for anybody. I'm independent. I work in my own little shop behind the house. I don't answer to nobody but myself. So that's it. So got any other questions, hit us up. Like the video, hit subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. We got 450 plus videos on YouTube. So check some of those other videos out. Just search for a brand or model and you'll find a video of ours out there. So till next time, see you later.